this, and then let's make sure everything comes through on this side.
It's Moxie surgery and any drinks, Ty.
Not yet. Haven't tipped
Ooh.
enough yet.
I was trying to remember. I don't know how to change my background. Don't remember.
I had to buy nitro. I don't recommend it.
Ah.
Initially, the joke of it was I was going to use this as my background the entire time.
Oh. You're
God
in the
damn
mall
it.
the whole time. Is
Yep.
that an actual? No, that's not an actual picture of the mall. Is it?
Yep. Yeah, it
Oh,
is.
is it? Oh.
Yeah.
What is that on the right? Like to the right of your head? It looked like a little carousel. Okay, I don't know. I just hold on. Zoom in on that. Oh, that is it. Okay. For some reason, I just thought, I don't know, something I saw to the right of head, like in the store itself. I thought it was something different. But anyway, that's
Okay,
funny.
good. Everything's coming through, at least for video-wise. So, welcome to the Barky-Box, the Bark-Box, whatever the fuck I called in the description. Yay, podcast intro. All right, continue talking.
Woo! Alright, got it.
Ah.
I had to figure out. I'm too late on any of these.
Wow.
Squeaky toy.
Squeaky.
Wait, what did you go live on exactly?
Live on YouTube. You haven't subscribed to my
Oh,
channel yet, have you?
I'm
Okay.
actually changing that right now because I haven't not yet. Let's see here.
So, but yeah, no.
There we go.
So, because it's our first podcast, and I feel like I want to pull a bit of a critical and just start things off with a joke. And
Or what?
and now, Bo, I know you haven't heard this one, and Mac, I know you definitely haven't heard this one because I created this the other day. You, Andrew and Ty will know this one. So, Elise and I were cooking in the kitchen the other day,
No.
and
Yeah.
you know and we're
As soon
cooking,
as you
and
said that.
yeah, and she pulls the whole, she pulls the whole like, oh, I've got a knife, and we laugh about it and everything, and it's like, oh, just got a knife and everything, and she says, yeah, I got a knife. What are you gonna do about it? My first instinct as both her husband and the man of comedy, I have a penis.
Oh my
Thank you.
God.
Thank you. And so now we realize that because of the way that everyone is so offended by anything SA, anything that involves sexuality, because just the whole gender fluid and everything, the easiest thing you can do to offend or just confuse somebody, just run up to them in the middle of a conflict. Oh, you have a penis? Like, oh, see? Look at so
Jeez.
yeah, so I mean, it's hilarious, and it kind of plays off of an old joke that her and I had, where a long time ago we had discussed, why do men have nipples? And my go-to was full-on Dr. Evil, like, oh, when we get startled, it just shoots out molten hot magma.
Nah.
Of course,
You're
Bo,
having
the
that way
music
too
guy,
much, Bo.
the music guy is playing with the soundboard. Go figure.
Just so you know, I'm gonna try and catch him on every single joke. But
Oh, jeez.
You can catch him on every single joke.
I'm gonna try.
Catch them all.
I mean,
You gotta catch them.
come on. Where is it? Where is it? I'm a fucking joke. No, anyway. There you go.
Oh, gee, there you go.
Ugh.
Got it.
So,
Can't even do an hour here, damn.
I mean, this ain't Roll20 or nothing. I can't restrict access to anything for you.
There you go.
Ugh.
Awesome!
He's just going down the line at this point.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting to see. Ah yes, Duck. Of course, Duck. Oh boy.
Jeez.
Oh,
Oh no. Got any topics?
well,
I love how you look forward to your neighboring screen thing. That you
So wait,
have.
we were doing all that talking. We weren't even streaming yet. Fuck.
yeah, no, that's the best part.
Come
With all
on.
my energy.
Well,
Yeah,
I
now
mean,
I've lost stuff. Y'all up to y'all do it now. Y'all do it.
well, I mean, I do have an interesting topic, and it's based off a conversation that we had at work today that also kind of can tie into Ty's background.
Oh.
The topic of adultery and adult objects.
Oh, gotcha.
All right, Bo, we have a volunteer. Talk about your penis.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
What started this This is a conversation you had at work.
Yeah, let's just say a certain someone who is of the certain sexuality, said that they had to go on a vibrator hide and seek scavenger hunt this morning.
Wait, did somebody from Spencer's leave another dildo in the store again?
Oh
Oh,
God,
no.
no. Luckily, no. That's
I feel like there's a solution to that though. If you just buy only Bluetooth enabled devices, you can just find them by turning them on with your phone.
It only works if it makes
2 steps
seven
ahead of you.
noise. It's either lights up or it plays music. If it's just gonna vibrate, it's
Or,
like somebody's
hold
phone.
on, hold on.
It's
Or
just like if
it
you're
reacts
calling your
to the
phone.
music. Okay? It
Yes.
reacts to the music.
Whoa.
Yes.
You said you had to use the Bluetooth to turn it on. That's only good. It only turns on if you're good at flirting.
Oh, yes, you gotta turn on the Bluetooth.
Jeez. Imagine your phone. You're like your Bluetooth device. It only responded to if you made it feel good.
Ask Google to play you something sultry.
Even Google, you gotta like, hey Google, what do you want? Oh, somebody's in a crud mood, but turn up the flare. Hey Google.
What's that one movie that shoot Alan Levine was in Jexy? Have y'all seen that?
Is that the one where the AI falls in love with the dude?
Yeah, that was
Yes.
the one with the AI that
Oh,
yeah, that was actually my wife and I saw that. It was actually pretty funny. Yeah, with the charger port, like plug me in, unplug me, plug me in.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you dirty bitch.
God, that was such a bad scene from the fucking trailers. That was so great though.
It was so funny. Like we were that was actually a pretty decent movie and stuff. So
I think the
um,
closest thing I've seen to that was a movie that came out pre-COVID. It was, oh God, what the hell was it? I think it was called Unfriended. It was about
yeah,
it was about some girl that got cyberbullied
a
to
horror
commit suicide.
movie?
Yeah, it was about some girl that got
Yeah.
committed cyberbullied to commit suicide, and then she just came back from the dead, or her spirit just started haunting all these people while they're on a video chat like we are now. Totally not setting that up for later. Babe, hit the lights to the basement. Goes pitch black. By the way, I did find that out. There's no lights in the basement. There's no lights coming in from my window. Okay, I've had the power drop while streaming. It becomes the blackest abyss down here. Okay, I enter the netherworld if there's a power outage. I've never. Thank you. I have never frantically tried to find my phone any faster so I can trigger the flashlight on this thing. Pure panic.
I've only had that happen once. Like I had a room in our basement. That's where my bedroom was, and I don't know. Having it, I've gotten so used to having all the lights off downstairs, like in my room. But it was just one night I remember going out, and you'll have that. You ever had that feeling where some people get when they're walking upstairs, if the light's off behind them, you get that that tickle in the back of your neck or something that something's there and stuff.
Yep.
I hate that feeling. I remember one time it doesn't quack, but it doesn't make me feel like a quack. I remember one time I have never shut my door more faster in my life. I opened up. I guess I needed to go. Like I was going to go upstairs to get something to drink or something. And the way my room was, like the stairs were off down the hall to the right. There was a bathroom door there on your left. My door was on the left, and at the end of the hall, it kind of went to like our storage utility rooms, unfinished and stuff. So I remember opening my door one night, and like the door. Sometimes there's the outside doors, like into that utility room that goes out the back porch area and stuff. Sometimes it gets windy. I remember opening it up and my door, and the door to the utility room, it kind of snapped shut. Like it's almost like that's not common. Like you pull it, wind comes through, it shuts the door and stuff. So I was like, okay, maybe that door was just slightly open. Somebody went in. So I remember I went, turned my back to it was dark in the hallway. You can see light there. So I turned my back and walked forward, and then I hear the door behind me open. And I have never I look back and it's just a crack open again. And I have never stuff like that is I can't even I don't think I even what am I trying to say? Who was into horror movies growing up? Or into
Not so
anything
much.
scary?
Not so much
Didn't even
into. I did see a few in here and there, but I very much did live in a haunted house.
Did you?
Yeah.
Human centipede count.
What's up?
Does the human centipede count?
I'd say that's gore horror.
It's
I'd
horrific
say
to
so.
watch.
I mean, depending on the person, gory, horror, sexual. Anyway, no, I actually had a similar instance like that at a friend of mine's house. We were watching this old horror movie. I believe it was called Monkey See, Monkey Do,
Heard about that
or
one.
something similar. And no, was a Leprechaun, the original. Anyway, we were watching something, and their parents' room was across the hall. And we go stand up and we go to run downstairs, and immediately halfway down the stairs, it wasn't just like, oh, it creaks open. The door was already creaked about halfway open because they had their cats and everything in there, so they didn't close the door. Door just slammed
Right.
shut. I'm like, that was a lot harder force than a cat is able to push. I'm assuming. I don't like cats. Hey, fight me. Everyone knows I'm a dog. I'm literally my so-called. It's not a fursona, but it's a fursona of LordBark because everyone associates me with him now.
Right.
Hey, cockroach!
Hey,
Cockroach.
cockroach.
All right, Christian, talk about your penis. We haven't. We were just moving
wait,
into the.
I'm already talking about my penis.
Yep, come on.
Yeah, we were going around. We were talking about.
Yeah, come on.
penis.
Everyone's done it already, man. You know.
All right, present it.
God, no! Don't present it. No, he's under 18. Don't do it.
Oh,
it's,
she's.
it's pretty spiky. It has some like bones coming out of it.
Wait a
Uncircumcised,
second.
of course.
I'm talking about
Wait a
penis, not what
you know,
not what
the
you had
usual.
for dinner. Come on.
Jesus.
I never mind.
Bo, what is that? Put that away.
Yeah, he's just see, Bo's out there playing with his extended dick,
What are you talking about? Measuring the ceiling.
measuring the ceiling. Yeah, okay, I can do that too if I lie down my back.
That's right.
The ceiling is 7 inches. Thank you.
On.
God.
You really look like
Christian
Spider-Man.
Christian hasn't seen this one yet. On.
Oh, the background.
Dude, you
No,
look like the
listen,
security
what
guard.
you
Wait,
don't understand.
hold on.
What you don't.
Do you have a Wendy's sign in the back of your room?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, no hiring.
That's the sign out in front of the That was the sign that used to be out in front of the Wendy's by our store.
Yeah, he
Well,
straight
I
up
got
stole
ice-
that shit.
Yeah. I got Ice Spice right there. I got David Bowie. And then I got Nicki Minaj and my fish.
Jeez.
You should tell them what
Jeez.
your fish name is.
Oh no.
My fish name is a beta danger because it's a beta fish.
A beta danger.
You guys know Bella Danger? What's up? Unfortunate.
No, I was trying to make the joke. Ty, to the shoe department logo. That's actually Ty just turning off his background. He's actually in the mall right now.
Yeah, you caught me.
Oh boy, that was probably one of the funniest things I've had work in a retail place. Michael was us finding like dildos and stuff from Spencer's. That
Oh
was
my
just like
God,
this is
yeah.
fun. That was just
No,
What were you two looking
no. We weren't looking. No, it's fucked up.
This is like an accidental.
So
find.
our store, I've confirmed it with multiple store managers and my DM. We have the weirdest store in the district. Okay, we have found 2 empty, like $50 to $70 vibrating dildos, empty boxes in our store. So someone stole them from Spencer's, and then ditched the evidence in our store inside of a shoebox. And I'll tell you, I've never been more mortified than when I open up a box of Carolina boots to 2 70-year-old men and just rip open a fucking dildo box inside of a goddamn shoebox. I'm like, I was so fucking embarrassed. And then to make things even worse, we found 2 boxes of 2 empty boxes that were supposed to contain dildos. We have found a pair of dentures, and then we've had a dog shit on our floor.
I remember that. Yep.
Like, we've got the weirdest fucking store in the district, hands down.
I like to think
You're
about like
you're leaving
Go
out
ahead.
the part where some dude shit his pants and walked out, and then flirted.
It's a
with the
white
man
pants.
time.
Yes. Oh my. Oh, Ty, I think you were with me. Remember the dude that kept talking about his how he used to be like a Hugh Hefner with
my
the crack
God.
house chicks.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Dude
I
came
forgot
in,
about that.
Was talking complete utter bullshit and just saying like how he used to run a he couldn't call it a whore house because they weren't paying him and he wasn't a pimp, but there was a bunch of strippers living in his house that all did crack together, and he tried to get them off crack but would also participate in the crack. But then he would give them tips that you have to set the mood. You have to make the guy like pleasure himself to the whole like ambiance of the beauty that is the scenario and make $500 instead of, oh, just get down on your knees for a $10 blowjob. Like, this dude was coaching these women's on how to coaching these ladies
Who's women?
coaching these ladies on how to like set the mood properly to do everything right. And then he would go back to the crack house thing. Like, thank God somebody else was there, because I would sound like I'm on crack trying to talk about this. And then the dude tried to pick up some chick who was from Turkey working at Home Depot before he came into our store.
Oh my god, yeah.
That was a hell of a night. That was a hell of a night.
Oh, I remember this one guy. He hosts like literal weed events, and like he's like, yeah, I'm the best like weed supplier in the 518. He gave me his card. I literally just found it.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like,
Let me see.
That's crazy.
Let me see the back of that. Hold on. Well, it's funny that you have a card that. I don't know why. I just because of my hair. I guess the long hair I have on the side. I don't know. People just look at me and think I'm a stoner all the time. Like, I had some guy came in one night when I was closing. I think I don't know if you were there, Christian, or somebody was there. One of the associate was there closing, and the guy came up the front. He did like a return or something, and he just kind of like does that. He's finished his transaction. He's leaving, but he does like that awkward turn back to the register and says, "Hey, are you around the colony area and stuff?" I'm like, "No, I live in Latham and stuff." He's like, "Oh, okay." Say, "Yeah, where do you go? Where do you go to have fun? What do you do when you get off work?" And I'm like, "What are you talking? What the f are you trying to get me to do, dude?" I was like, "You just go home, stuff." Like, "Oh yeah, dude, get smoke weed at all and stuff." I was like, "No." I was like, "Here, get this stuff. We deliver and everything. We set up, dude." I was like, "Gosh, you can tell me a few parties."
They deliver.
They deliver.
God damn! All right, where the future, guys? You can fucking DoorDash you some weed now.
It was the Grubhub of weed. So.
Oh my god.
That is an actual thing in places where it's been legalized.
Oh my god.
Like they actually have that. I want to say.
I had a guy when I was in internet tech. This dude, like, white as me, dreadlocks and everything, had like 4 or 5 kids running around his house, like fucking running around like half shirts and like fucking diapers and shit. I installed this dude's internet and he was so thankful. He goes to shake my hand. I feel something wet and squishy in my hand. I'm like, well, okay, what? I'm like, the pure puzzled look. This dude knew that I was like the squarest of squares. I'm like, what is this? Like, man, you don't smoke? I'm like, oh, that's what that is? No, I don't. It's like, no worries. It takes it back from me and be like, I'll smoke it for you, man. It's like, so I don't get my tip now? He's like, nah, man, this is the old tip. I'm gonna smoke your tip. I'm like, the fuck?
I'm down in New York City for my brother, my youngest brother, graduation party. The rule was for him, he could not drink.
Disappear in your hat, dude.
Yo, I got a hat.
It's just nuts.
I don't have a hat. No hat will fit my head. I have a humongous head.
Oh, Andrew, you didn't get the memo about the hats? God damn it.
Yeah,
I dropped my freaking helmet. I'm too lazy to pick it up.
There you go, the leaf shows.
I'm just gonna do this.
Alright, so my youngest brother's rule is can't drink
And now
at
it's a hat.
the store he works at, but he can go drink at another store. Okay, this was back then. So we go down to New York City, do our thing, blah blah blah. It's our last morning. We're there. I want coffee. I need coffee badly. So I'm 2 blocks away from the only place that's open, McDonald's. I'm a block away from a cafe, but they're not open at 4:30 in the morning. So I go into this McDonald's, jam-packed with all the people in there. I can't say I can't say a certain word, but you'll get the idea. So I go in there, and all I can smell is weed.
Oh, black people.
It's like a legit McDonald's.
Fuck. Hey, Christian, you forget that we're live, right? I mean,
that wasn't a question for the class, Christian. That was just.
Yeah, I mean, come on, like half of us grew up in the country and understand, but like, yo, calm down.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
I finish up. I get my coffee, and the guy goes, "Good, you got your black coffee, perfect." So the one gangster guy comes up and gives me a hug and everything, pulls me in. I notice he's got this big ass bling on him. When he gave me the hug, I looked behind his shoulder quickly. There is a cop behind him. I think they're trying to test everybody that does this. I get this one little voice in my ear. You want to buy some weed? Shit. He's got. I actually saw it. He actually had some of it locked up in a weed medallion right on his chest.
Oh my god.
Weed medallion.
So hold up, they were flat out
like,
trying to do a
okay, that's
sting
so
on
obvious.
people flat in front of a cop.
Jesus.
This story.
Hey,
still
times are rough. You gotta do it when you can.
God damn.
This still continues as I'm walking down the street. This other guy just hollering. He sees me walking down the street with 2 coffees, and he goes, "Hey, white boy, you want some weed?" "No, I'm good." "Okay, keep it good."
What the fuck?
Like, they're testing everybody at 4:35 o'clock in the morning. I was like, "Holy!"
And where? This is in New York City.
Yep.
Jeez.
Okay.
I was 2 blocks away from Times Square.
That
Interesting.
seems pretty normal.
Alright.
I'm like, okay,
Man,
okay.
I didn't realize that the witching hour was also the weeding hour.
Well, that's true. That is true. But here's another thing I want to tell you guys. The city does.
I did it myself. Bo, you
thank
missed
you.
it.
I missed it.
There you go.
The city does sleep at 4:30 in the morning.
Really? The Big Apple, the city that never sleeps, goes to sleep? False advertisement. I want my refund from my 7th grade field trip down to New York City. No, wait,
There
no.
was no- there
That was
no
Boston.
traffic, nobody at 4:30 in the
se-
morning besides
senior trip?
McDonald's.
One of my senior trips, I went down to New York City.
We did. I think we did the same thing. We all saw Wicked or something.
I
Something
don't
like
think
that.
I've seen. I don't think I've seen New York City. I went with my school. I don't think I've been into New York City since like 2009, 2010. Like it's been a while since we went there for
Field trip.
for field trip for school.
Yep,
It
our
was
next
just like-
podcast is going to be a vlog. We're going to all load up in my truck and we're going to drive down to New York City.
Go there.
Jesus titty cinnamon, that is a monster!
That's the city.
No, my wife and I used to go like twice a year
Really?
before the sickness, and
Before y'all got down
yeah.
with it.
yeah, no, I fucking used to love it. Like we would always kind of like make like the round trips, and I always made sure that I went to the Nintendo store every time just to see like what else. They
Oh my
had.
gosh.
Oh, absolutely.
Sick as hell,
If
bro.
I was to go down there, I would definitely go to them, and I would go to the Pokemon Center.
Oh yeah.
The same thing, unfortunately. It's
Oh.
the same store.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
okay.
probably
Oh.
a section inside.
Who was it? I think Christian, you were telling me that some YouTuber got like all the plushies from the Pokemon Center just shipped to their house.
Oh, Jaden Animations.
Yeah. Just got one of
Yep.
every Pokemon plushie just sent to their house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she got $50,000. Yeah.
Was
Jeez.
he actually trying to catch them all?
Yeah, I guess so. There we go.
Now you say like you used to go visit New York twice a year. Would you ever like end up staying there? Like I the reason I ask is I've always been so stressed out around big city area and stuff. I guess that's just because of where I grew up. I was always used to the country and
Yep.
Yeah, we
Fully relate.
We went there. We stayed like once, but it was a family of hers kind of rented us like a fancy hotel, and it was pretty cool. But no, normally it's just like a bus trip. Take a
Yeah.
bus trip down so you can drink on the way there, drink on the way back.
yeah.
And it's more just walk
Well-
around. You know.
Yeah. Shoot, what was I saying? No, my wife wants to take me to the she always says that she went to like the Bronx Zoo, the Wax Museum, went through Times Square, saw like back when Toys R Us there, they have like the huge Toys R Us building and stuff. That's where we
It's
actually met.
like
and
a
stuff.
3-story thing, and that's like
Yeah.
the M&M store. Like seeing a 2-story M&M store. Like, what's the purpose of having that
Yep.
much storage?
Oh
for
god, I
M&Ms?
remember
It's
that
like
one
just
from
buy
the
a bag
field
of
trip.
M's from the convenience store.
Yeah.
It's
It's cool. They have like just like what is it? Just like cylinders, like huge tubes, kind of like bank tubes.
Yeah.
And there's tons of them, and they're all just like this one's red, this one's blue, this one's yellow, and it's just like you can mix and match, like make your own bags.
Oh, wow.
Interesting. Do they? I just think I would like you. I was like, they actually they're still open. So they're making business. So it's like
Mm.
I don't know.
All I know is I definitely know when I went down there I was an ass because this dude comes barreling down this side road as my whole class is going across this crosswalk, and I'm like, we're in New York City. What are we gonna do? So of course my dumbass looks at the guy and just goes, "Hey yo, I'm walking in," and just fucking keeps walking with the rest of my class because it's New York. You gotta fucking do it once, eh?
I don't know.
At least half of you would do that.
I'm down there with us with the high school trip, and I see all these goofy stores. I want to get a souvenir, so I got a souvenir. I read the shirt wrong.
Oh boy.
All right, so it shows a picture of a silhouette woman on a pole, and I thought it said I support single girlfriends.
Oh boy.
I get back home and I'm wearing it. I wear it to school.
Oh god.
Not paying attention. I'm surprised I never got in trouble for this the whole day. I get home, I realized I read the shirt. It said I support single mothers.
I don't know. When I went, I was like a dumbass 13-year-old, so I had like $20 in my pocket, and I was taking pictures with like all the street actors, like the ghetto Elmo and shit, and the stormtroopers. But
Did you pose
I
with a
ran
naked
out-
cowboy?
yeah, I ran out of money with Pikachu, and I didn't pay him after I took the picture, so he was just following me all through Times Square. My mom's flipping out at me. She's like, "What the hell's wrong with you, Christian? Like, why the hell would you do that?" I'm like, "I don't know." I was like, "I wanted a picture of Pikachu." Nah, that's scary as hell when you see a ghetto Pikachu just chasing you. Like, you're 13. What are you supposed to do?
We're back on the subject of horror movies, I see.
Where will you be when Pikachu comes for you?
Mm.
The
Okay.
night on Times Square when Pikachu will never leave you alone.
Well, that's not like another almost like a rule of the internet. They're trying to make everything into either horror or like dark kind of
Yes.
style of what was that new game I saw on Game Pass that's coming out as a Pinocchio inspired,
Yes,
but it's
yes.
like I
It
saw
looks
that
really
recently.
good.
I was like, what the heck is this?
Speaking
I'm low-key really excited for that game.
speaking
yeah.
of
I don't know why.
speaking of Game Pass, actually, I downloaded that game that dropped I think earlier this month, Cassette Beasts.
Oh, you tell me about that. Yeah.
I finally started playing it, and it is really, really cool. Like, yes, they're your cassette beasts, whatever can evolve and whatever, and move up the stages, but the way that's animated, how the fights go, and just the soundtrack. The soundtrack is beautiful. And like I get it, it's a game about sounds and everything, and like soundtracks, and you use the little cassette player to fucking morph into your different creatures. But the ambiance, just soundtrack of the music, and you can turn off like vocals or anything in the music. Having the vocals on just changes the gameplay entirely. It's
Is
such
it like
peace.
Is it all original music and stuff, or is it?
I have no idea. I'd have to actually look, but like it doesn't ring a bell to any music I've ever heard. But it just sounds very, very nice, very relaxing play. And of course, within 20 minutes of playing, I may have found a fire type dog that is now my main. But you know, I was looking through a tier list to see who the best ones are. It literally at the very bottom of the list it says bonus content. Avoid that. I think it was like Pabam, whatever the fuck its name was. It's like, avoid him. Yes, he's cute. Yes, you're gonna have him on your team, but his stats and his abilities won't compare. It won't be able to keep up. I'm like, what's it? You just called out as cute. Yes, you know we're gonna put him on our team, but you know. And then like you can fuse them, and depending on what you and your partner are using, they all fuse in different types, like depending on which ones you have, which is really cool. And I don't know, like, highly recommend the game. Not sponsored by that, by the way. Just like highly recommend the game to everyone. It's super fun. A little bit of elements of like Legend of Zelda with a little bit of Pokemon. Kind of brings you back to like the old late '90s, early 2000s era.
Alright, so correct me if I'm wrong on this.
You're
I
wrong.
just had a freaking epiphany. Yeah, wrong. Oh, alright. Came across a TikTok video today. Yeah, too much time on my hands today. Adventure Time.
Mhm.
It's just a spin-off of Zelda. Think on that.
Y'all can all shoot me because I never actually sat and watched Adventure Time.
So
What?
no,
Yeah,
hold on. I can follow this. The young blonde hero
Kind of see it.
is out to save the princess, or in Finn's case, multiple different princesses. Princessi? The ladies.
Prince I?
My lady. And I guess I can see that. I mean, granted, they definitely branch off later when they detail like his background and him losing his arm and replacing with grass, and then the robot arm, and then just having a stump.
The closest way you can think of it is a spin-off is the new Zelda game because it looks like you can create all you want in it. What does his dog do? What can his dog do?
Anything really. I mean, it
Exactly.
isn't. It was revealed later on that Jake is like an alien or like a demon dog, and that's why he has the power to shape. He's not a magical dog.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
think
just
it's
thought
alien.
the only thing I know of like Adventure Time, I know that Jake the dog, the voice actor for Jake the dog, also does Marcus Phoenix from Gears of War. So I thought
Yep.
that was just the wildest thing for me. He also does
from
Bender as
Futurama.
well. Yeah.
Yeah.
He also does what was the villain from Kim Possible?
Draco.
Drac? What?
Drac. No.
Draken.
Draken,
Yeah, he
yes.
does the same voice. Yeah, he was the same voice actor and stuff. So I just thought it was kind of cool.
One that got me.
Those are always my favorite videos to be like all your past like movies or cartoons or games and stuff, and see what the voice actors and see what like games you're playing now or movies you're watching now. It's like, oh, that's the same guy, you know. It's like what was the one recently that I heard? The Fable series. The voice actor for your butler in Fable 3. Gene Chase, what's his name? It's an old actor. But we watched. I've never seen Rat Race before.
Mhm.
That was a really good movie. I like that. That's funny if you haven't seen that. But he was the main guy who sent them all off on the trip to win, the $1 million and stuff. So it was like, I don't know. It's just kind of cool when you see like I've heard that. Laura and I will be like sitting on the couch. We'll be watching a movie and we don't watch half the movie because half the time we just watch. It's like, who is that guy? I've seen him somewhere. We gotta look at his IMDb real quick and stuff.
Speaking of Fable, are you excited for the remake?
I actually am. Like, I never played the very first one, just because at the time I didn't own an Xbox and stuff to play it on or whatever system it was on. But I did play Fable 2, Fable 3, all the way to, and then so I did see like the remasters are coming out, and I'm just like,
What about the controversial Kinect one?
yeah, I never played that one.
No, nobody did.
I'm not excited for one reason, and that's because the last time they gave us a game, or they told us a game was coming out, it never released. So
Yeah.
No, it's
I
fair.
don't trust their track record right now.
Well, didn't the creator of the
we'll
Fable
see if
series
the game actually comes out.
didn't the creator of Fable series just keep creating rumors and like false hoaxes to get like more publication about his games? Like the dreaded like
Lionhead
sandworm.
Studios.
Yeah. I think so. Like he kept going on about like the sandworm and they have to interact with like so many chickens, but like the one day they finally like drilled in and was like, what is this? And it's like, nothing. I just want you guys to play the game. That's it.
Well, do you know the game that I'm talking about? Like where like they were like set to release it and then it just nowhere, like nothing came from it. It was
Half-Life
supposed
3.
to be like it was like gonna be it was gonna be like a 4v1. Kind of like how like they did the Bowser game, like the Mario Party with Bowser, where you had like the Wii U remote.
Yo.
It was back when like third-party peripherals were like a really big deal. Like you needed to have like an iPad or something to play off the side. And it was supposed to be like you join up with 3 other people, so there's 4 heroes, and then there's one like villain who kind of just sends stuff towards you. And they were like hyping this game up for years. And then just all of a sudden, it's just like, yeah, no, we're not gonna actually release it.
Damn, it's a shame though. It sounds really cool though.
No, it was like a really cool like dungeon crawler-esque game. Yeah.
No, it looks like they took
I got that same type of feeling because I had never heard the joke. You always heard it's like release Half-Life 3, Half-Life 3 when's Half-Life 3 coming out? And I have like for years I had like heard that joke on the internet and I didn't really understand it just because I never sat and played the rest of the other games like stuff of the Half-Life series. So, but I remember a couple of years ago I actually sat and I had I remember I'd bought like the big bundle or something on Steam. So I was like, I'm gonna sit here and play the Half-Life games. And then like I've never been more angry with a ending for Half-Life 2 episode 2, and I was like, that's why everyone's fucking saying where's Half-Life 3 because it's just the biggest cliffhanger.
Yep.
Oh god, and then just I was
Valve
like,
does
"Yep,
not.
well."
Valve does not know how to count the 3. We don't have Half-Life 3. We don't have Portal 3. We don't have a
Team
third
Fortress 3.
franchise.
Team Fortress 3. Yeah,
Team
come on.
Fortress 3.
Have they
Yeah.
released anything in a while? I don't think so.
Steam
Their latest one was like a desk job, and it's like a Portal spin-off for the Steam Deck, but I mean it's
Oh,
fun
yeah.
for the 10 minutes you can play it.
Or there was
Yeah.
what is it, that Half-Life Alex for
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, that. Okay,
Yeah.
I did mention which I mean, I saw the game, but it looked cool. I mean, it looked fun, but
And I'm not paying for a Steam VR. The most I have is that $300 Oculus. That's enough for me.
I don't know. VR, I feel like VR's come a long, long way in the past few years and stuff. Like from just the giant like deck thing you do at the arcades where you like pull around, do stuff like this.
I
To
remember that. I remember that.
mm-hmm.
I always looked for that game. I was always enjoying that.
It's like I'm having fun till I'm shooting virtual airplanes in my head and stuff.
I literally had to beg my parents to drive me down to the local truck stop because that's the only place that had an arcade
Like,
that actually had that all the time.
every once in a while on your stream on YouTube, it just like cuts out like the videos. I don't know if you see that on your end too. Just like for me, it's just like all of the video cameras just go out.
I've been
I think it's
Yeah.
when I
Mine was like
think it's
5
when I
seconds
click
delay.
off of when I click off of Discord randomly because I have to check on the browser every now and then.
Gotcha, that makes sense.
oh yeah, I just now saw it on the stream. So.
Here, I got something for you guys that I thought was legit, and then I fell into depression like immediately.
Mm.
Okay, we all grew up. We all know about the Game Boy Advance SPs, right?
Of course.
Right. You know how you can put the Game Boy Color games into them, right, and play the old games on them.
Yep.
Of course.
Okay, so somebody showed me that if you had Fire Red or Pokemon Red, Pokemon Blue, play it. As long as your Pokemon party was open, there was a hack that you can catch any Pokemon that you wanted as long as you had the Pokemon card, because the game shows that it was for years that the game came out. It was 80, 86, 87, 88, or whatever those 3 years were. So as long as you had the Pokemon cards that were made that had those years on the bottom of the card, all you had to do was leave your Pokemon party open, you close the SP, okay? Stick the Pokemon card upside down and put it in between where it's closed. You force it all the way into where it can't move. Now, what you do is you would hold the left and right trigger buttons down together. And you hear that bling button, like the sound you hear when you save the game. That tells you the Pokemon was registered into your party. And it said, yes, it could work for every Pokemon card you had, only for the first gen.
Now, how would that work for a Pokemon card though? Like the SP couldn't scan anything.
That's what I wanted to know. But when the thing was, it was a bait. They baited you. Because they say right at the end of the video, this was fake.
Jeez. Man, the lead up on that to tell it's fake, it's almost like my monk joke.
I know. I have made so many people mad with that joke.
Good. That's the point of the joke. It's so good.
Made so many people mad with that.
Mikkel, should I tell the orange juice joke?
The what?
The orange juice?
I think you know what? I'm not monetized yet.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
All right, guys.
let's go.
Be my guest.
What's the difference between an orange juice container and a Jewish person?
Oh no.
I already got it. All right, no.
Yeah.
You just got rid of the box.
Nope.
There's no difference, man. They're both concentrated. Sorry, Mikhail.
No,
Sorry,
that deserves this one. The
Oh man,
I think that
That's a
deserves a
big
round of
ol'
applause.
oof.
it's all right.
Big ol' oof.
it's
It's all right.
You know what?
I can only
You know
feel
what?
my
I'll give you
DNA
this
screaming at me.
effort.
Thank you. That's what I needed.
Oh jeez.
Oh gosh.
You got a joke for us, man?
What?
You got a joke for us?
No, I don't. I'm not not that creative with them.
I mean, you can tell one of mine I just told today.
Well, if it's anything like the previous one, I'm a little nervous.
Yeah.
You know what?
Oh,
No,
wait,
no.
Andrew, remember the Stevie Wonder joke?
Oh, God.
My god, no.
Oh,
I kind of want to tell my
Why not?
monk joke, but I know it's so long-winded, and like half of you guys already know what the joke is.
yeah, I'll leave. I just want to make that note, and I will disconnect.
Wow. All right. Is that a threat or a promise?
Promise.
God damn.
Very
Promise. I've seen this man go through those promises. I believe it. So.
Mm.
Steven Universe actually starting to learn how to run his own harem.
I'm sorry. Come again?
Huh?
Think about it.
No,
Just trick on that one.
no. He did not create his own harem. All the gems are unisex.
Think about it.
No.
Think
No. There's nothing to think about. They don't have a gender. They're literally gemstones. They don't have a gender. And you think gemstones have a gender, then you're one of those mystic, ooh, look at the aura type of people.
They look female to me, man.
Character design, yes, but
Maybe.
canonically,
I'm just saying, they look presentable, alright? That's all I'm gonna say.
If it's good to look at, it's good for me. You know what I mean?
Yep.
man, people are simp over anything nowadays.
It all still got like a.
Alright, tell us about Moxie, Mikkel. Tell us about Moxie.
Tell us about who?
Tell us about Moxie.
Oh, about Moxie?
Hey,
what you
hey,
mean? What you
sorry,
mean that bit?
Let's-
What you mean the
Tell me
big
the
titty
color.
bitch that Ty's
Tell me
hanging
the
out
color.
with?
Tell me the color, Mikkel. Tell me the color.
What color? She's currently wearing a red dress.
Yeah, red dress? What's under that? What's that
I'm
color?
I'm assuming skin. It does not look like she was wearing any support.
Oh, no, I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
you said
no.
light blue. I'm pretty sure you said light blue, Mikkel. I want to hear anything.
Like I said, no, dude. Like I read that on the internet.
It
Well,
all sticks out like a sore thumb and a ham at a Jewish picnic on Tuesday night.
Jesus.
Well, I mean, tonight's Monday.
Might as well be Tuesday. About that time.
I mean, it's close enough to Tuesday. It is like 11:30.
Yeah.
I mean, going back to the thing where anybody would simp over anything, look at what happened with what was it? With the
background.
fridge. The fridge. Fuck, what was that game?
You yapping about?
No, it was like
Borderlands.
no, it was like this
Your background.
fuck. I'm gonna have to look it up now before it
Fridge.
irritates me.
Just turn your head to the
Fridge
right.
from a game. Fridge from a game. What?
It's so
It was
close.
like it was like a robot fridge. It was like sexual, and everybody was
Oh my
simping over it
god.
for like months.
Atomic Heart.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
it. That
The
was
yeah.
it.
Russian game.
Everybody,
Yeah, that really
everybody
like put
was
me
talking
off. I was
about
like, I walked in. This thing is like, please put this in me. I'm like, huh?
yeah, exactly.
it was really weird. And then like sometimes you walk in, she's super fucking bitchy to you because you went out and talked to another machine. It's like, whoa, all right, didn't know we were in like simply polygamous, not a a simple 1v1, like it's a robot. She would get so freaking mad, especially when like and all the AI from when them were linked, but they were just individual enough. Like you go to talk to a different one, it's like, well, you were spending time with that one again. Like, well, don't you know I'm the only robot for you? Like, I'm the only interface you'll ever need. It's like, okay. And then even the character would get sick of it. It's like, can you just calm the fuck down?
It's like you also want to murder me, so let's not.
Yeah, she's clearly a sadist.
I'm a little... I was a little distracted since not Tyler Christian told the terrible joke and stuff. I saw a video and I thought it had like a bunch of terrible jokes. Allow me to share a couple of these with you and stuff. Where's it at?
I usually say the Stevie Wonder one, man.
Yeah. Oh gosh, some of these are so horrible. How can you tell if your wife is dead?
She's not yet nagging at you.
The sex is still the same, but the dishes start piling up.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh man.
Yeah, the body's still warm.
What's the biggest what's this one? There's so many that are horrible. What's the biggest cause of pedophilia in the USA? Sexy children.
Oh.
Jeremy.
if you don't get demonetized for this, I don't know what will.
So fun fact about, I can't believe I'm about to say this. Fun fact about pedophilia. Did you know that there's actually a small cul-de-sac like sized town in Florida comprised of strictly only sex offenders?
Yes. That's how they keep track.
I'll stop. There was like 3 more in there, but I'll stop because I should probably
Yeah,
keep my morality of it.
I found that out when watching one of Critical Streams. Like there's a neighborhood filled with sexual like predators and everything just in this little town neighborhood, mind you, in Florida.
I'm not surprised.
No, especially with some of the Florida titles and everything. Like, what was the one? What was the one that I read off today at work? Florida man arrested after hanging from traffic light and pooping on cars going beneath him.
Dude, he was getting his aim game on.
You show me that.
He was playing that game. There's a poop in my soup.
There's a poop in my soup. It's kind of like what Hell of a Boss, where he like chews up the whole phone and everything, gives Moxie. It's like, here, drink this. You know the big bridge over town? Shit off it.
Oh man, yo, one of my friends, they're in the process of buying their house. I'm not gonna name any names because what I'm about to say might get him some shame. So I'm just gonna say that one of my friends, he's currently in the process of getting a house. He's moving his stuff in and everything, and he says, you know what? Now that I have a house, I'm not gonna be like censored by my parents and anything. I think I'm gonna go buy a life-size pillow of Luna. Now keep in mind, she's a 7.5-foot tall werewolf person.
Mm-hmm.
And that being said, I don't disagree with it because Luna's a really cool design. But you couldn't have gone with a human. You couldn't have gone with her human side, make it a little bit less normal, a little bit more normal, I should say.
Well, we all know what he's into.
I mean, everyone hit that phase once in their life, right?
Nah.
All of you are liars. All of you are liars.
Nah, I've never been the whole fur. I don't get the appeal.
Oh come on, Christian! Even you said you saw that chick with a tail hanging out from the back of her skirt. Like, come on.
I give it a month.
Oh yeah, the one that
before
was
dude's
hitting on him.
It's crusty.
Dude, she had a 90-year-old face, bro. She was in a 12-year-old body with like a 90-year-old face.
Oof.
I was like, I think my penis went inside me when she talked to me, bro. Like,
Jesus Christ.
It's like,
See, there you go. You talked about your penis.
It's like I've never actually I've never walked around in real life with somebody with a filter on.
oh, I just wish I never saw her, bro.
Nah, I've never got the whole furry thing. I know there are a lot of people really. That was something. Laura went to the Comic-Con recently within the past month. I think it was in Saratoga.
Yeah.
I don't remember where it was.
Yeah.
She went to it and she was having to tell me, like, everywhere she was going through, she was showing some of the stuff she got. It's like, yeah, they had the one guy from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle guy, and they had this other guy there and stuff, and there was a bunch of furries there and stuff, and I was like, you had to point that out to me and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, there's a bunch of furries there.
Oy.
I don't get it, but that's just me.
I mean, hey, to each their own. I mean, who's it? I was listening to some podcast and they said like how the switch gets flipped into people's bodies, and they were detailing about this one story about this guy who had apparently a foot fetish, and it all started with these 2 girls that had tied him to a chair and just tickled his feet unrelentlessly, and that just triggered something in his head. Like, you never know what's gonna snap.
So it was trauma.
Yes, trauma. Apparently
It
he
was a
thinks
traumatic
trauma.
tickle experience.
Apparently he thinks trauma is sexy. So I don't know. Send him to go live with an abusive alcoholic dad or something. I don't know. Just to, get a daddy fetish.
That's where they get their issues from.
What's up?
Someone traumatized with animals. That's how they get their fetish from.
I mean, how would you react when you know, being a 90 kid and everything, growing up and coming to see the internet as an adult, and you find, I don't know, fucking Pikachu with fucking size triple D knockers? That's gonna send some trauma through you.
I don't know because I was watching Girls Gone Wild.
Those late night 2 a.m. commercials that came on TV.
like yeah, back on Spike TV, like 3 a.m. you get like those 10-minute infomercials about Girls Gone Wild.
Yeah, I remember this.
Not gonna lie, being a kid with no internet, that was like the prime, like.
Oh yeah, that was the go-to. That was the
I
spot.
would wake up in the middle of the night at 2 a.m. so I could go watch the Girl Go Wild infomercial.
All I can think is the SpongeBob
Like,
meme now.
maybe-
It's like, who's gonna wake up at 2 a.m. to jack it? Oh boy, 2 a.m.
I hear that Hawaiian beach theme. I'm like, oh yeah.
Somebody get laid tonight. Wow.
And you see what's so funny? I grew up like heavy
Royal
Christian.
Island?
I grew up like heavy Christian and grew up like learning a whole lot of stuff like, no, you shouldn't do that, should do that, should do that. And so that was like the adrenaline rush I had with doing that as like a young kid.
There we
Like,
go. There we go. We just proved it. He's been traumatized back then. That's what we missed. We figured it out. We
Oh,
figured
man.
the algorithm.
Oh man, Andrew, you're so traumatized by naked women. You turned out straight. God damn.
no, damn. I clearly need therapy now. Honey?
I mean, would you rather be married to what you have now or married to a nun and get none in the morning and none at night?
No, I would not trade my life right now for. I truly do mean that. I wouldn't trade my life I have right now for anything. So I just.
I mean, I
know
trade my jobs at the highest bidder.
Well, I mean, I know there's a lot of things. You always could think back, and yes, I could have done this different. Yes, I could have done that different. Like I messed up here, I did that and stuff. But really, I've even asked that question. It's like, if you could go back to being a teen again, or go back to if you could be a kid again to restart, would you do it and stuff? And I was like, nah, because right now I only see my current self as me as it is right now, and I'm afraid if I go back too far, I'm not going to make the same decisions again
Yeah.
to make myself who I am right now. So
I mean,
that's
at the
just
most, like,
how
I
see
wouldn't
it.
go back to being
Yeah,
a
go ahead.
kid. I might go back to being 18. That way I can just be a better adult. But if that fucks up the timing of when things took place, my kids could have turned out differently. They could have looked like me and winded up ugly. So,
You're beautiful, Mikhail.
Oh, thank you. You're still a minor, though, so I'm only gonna take that as a minor
Doug,
compliment.
No.
Doug!
No.
Now, wait.
Squeaky toy.
This deserves even more.
That
has
sentence had
nothing.
too many syllables. Apologize!
He has a duck fetish.
Oh
Yeah, I
god.
love Mallard.
Fetish.
I would gladly have
Oh,
that
he's-
duck
when you were
fetish.
younger.
Oh yeah. No, he's Jimmy's dad from Jimmy Neutron's Hugh.
Oh god.
Yes.
Him and all of his ducks.
Oh yeah, look at my live stream, bro.
Oh my
Like, come
god.
Literally
Didn't you
ducks?
didn't you
Yeah,
tweet
like
didn't
a
you
mallard.
didn't you change your Twitch name to like something Mallard as well?
Yeah, it was
Mallard.
Mallard.
Yeah.
They're
Oy.
good creatures, bro. They're sick as hell.
They got white poop. Any
Alright,
animal
who
They
else has
got
green
white
heads?
poop.
Who has green heads, bro?
lizards.
They're all green. What? I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 colors on it. Like, come on.
Alright, a peacock.
Yo, I'll kick your ass. All right.
I'll fire you.
Stop making points that make sense.
Oh man.
I just think mallards are cool. Right? I like the noise they make too.
There you go.
Yeah,
You
I
should
know.
learn how to whittle some so you can like make your own carvings.
They're
20
cool.
years from now, I'm whittling my duck away.
Whittle my duck.
Oh god.
Whittle.
It sounds like that one commercial is like, I just washed my deck. People love my deck. They go on my deck and have fun on my deck.
God.
Remember that commercial?
I like your my dick.
It's
I just got my deck polished.
What was it? I didn't even catch the I didn't even catch the innuendo for Borderlands when we went to the one map, literally called the Ore chasm, CHASM, the Orchasm.
You didn't catch that? Yeah,
I didn't
thought that
catch
was
it
good.
until I went back and looked at the video to edit
Yeah,
the
orchasm.
VOD. I'm like, God damn it! Shame on me. Shame on me for missing the innuendo.
That's all right.
Moxie would be disappointed in me.
Now you can go back and get the chuckles.
I mean, if it's going back for the Orchasm, it'd be more than just a chuckle. Finger game.
Woo! Finger games.
Go full Jim Carrey. I'm a neck.
Gosh, what time is it? It's 11:47.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, we can go for like 55 minutes. I mean, yeah, man, if we want to call it another hour, he says. All right, listen here, I'm passing at school in the morning.
I could go for another hour, but I don't think it would be the adult adult thing to do would be to go be to bed right now. So
I could use a sick day tomorrow.
I'm just glad that in the next 3 weeks, next week I'm gonna be starting my actually finishing up the rest of my parental leave and such. Did I tell you about that, Michael?
Yeah, you mentioned it.
Yeah,
I think the other night when we were just gaming casually.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna I took 3 weeks of my parental leave, and because I thought I was gonna be unpaid, and then I was like, oh wait, I live in New York where they pay you for like everything. So I was like, cool. Well, I mean, granted, it was at 6-7% of my base pay, but still, it's like better than a big zero. So
Hey, you just gotta do what I did. Before going out on baby leave, just open up a ton of fucking OT, and that way you get paid a regular paycheck that you would without the OT.
Oh, really?
That's what happened when I went on baby leave, because I was understaffed, so I was doing like 55-hour weeks. So when I went out on baby leave, I was actually making more than when I came back from baby leave. It's actually kind of disappointing.
Yeah. No, they're on my ass at Lowe's about any type of overtime. Like if you stay over, like sometimes I get caught with an order or something like with a customer, and it's like I was supposed to leave at 5 and I'll leave till like 5:30, 5:45. Oh, you better cut it, or else they will you get like written up immediately, fired type stuff. Like they do not joke with that.
I would double check on that because everything I've been told in my company right now, if you go on baby leave, you don't have to use it all at once.
No, it's intermittent. It can be intermittently and stuff. Like the only thing they say about it is that if you like take the leave, like in my case, I've taken it for 3 weeks, and then I've been working for the past 2 or 3 weeks now, just because I thought I couldn't go back, and then I just finally got the check in the mail, like just the other day and stuff. That they say you have to basically, if it's been a certain amount of time since your last one, you just treat it as a new like leave now. So now you have to treat it as another case, another thing like that. So I have to resubmit through the company and resubmit doing stuff like I'm going on a separate leave.
Gotcha.
But you are entitled, I think we did research, like up to 12 weeks of baby leave within the first year of the child's birth or something like that. But it's something like that. I don't know. It's maybe,
So wait, you're telling me I can still use some concern Ivy doesn't turn a year for another just under a month?
I don't know. Maybe you get to look into it. I don't know.
I mean, it's a pain though, because our company doesn't know how to fucking do shit through email, so they have to send me the packet, send them back the packet, send me back the packet, send them back the packet for all the information. It took me forever to get all the information done for the first time around for PFL.
Laura actually asked me that a little bit ago when I was on my way home. Work was like really just annoying, a little bit annoying today. And she's like, "Do you regret going there?" And I was like, "Babe, I could not have stayed at shoe department. Like it's easy. Like I say easy. There's a lot of headaches that go around with every job and stuff. But it's shoe department definitely was on the scale of like labor wise what you have to do. Like the labor I have to do at Lowe's, like at a 10, it's probably like at a 7 or 8. Where at shoe department it was like a 4 or 5, max. Like it's definitely less, but it's like you can't.
I mean, that's why I'm hoping to go to the bank. That from the interview I had, better hours, better pay, and I mostly just sit in front of a computer or talk to people in front of me. That's it.
There you go.
I can work with that. And on the lowest pay scale, it would be like a $6 raise compared to what I'm making now. Just go on the lowest end of the pay scale.
There you go.
So wait, yeah, $6. So I mean that ain't bad.
That's nice.
So
There you go. There you go.
granted, there's no OT, so it kind of levels out between my 50 hours I've been
Yeah.
working and everything, but it's not bad.
You people with your hourly pay.
Hey, I don't look back on the
I
decision,
work
man.
extra hours all the time, and I get nothing for it.
That's why I'm not
Yeah.
salary anymore, man. I left Dollar Tree for I left Dollar Tree for a lot of reasons. So, but anyway, if you guys are good, I think we'll end this stream here. Do a fun little outro that I have planned.
What's the outro?
Oh,
All
well,
right.
what's the outro?
Well, to determine whether or not this was a good podcast, I'm gonna do this. Well, let me
Bonus penis. So,
No.
Whoa! Ah!
just pull a critical. He's whipping his stick out.
What are we looking at? Whoa.
Let's see. It is.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, a D20.
It was a 12. So we did moderately
12?
okay.
There you go.
We did moderately okay for our first podcast.
That's a success that the DM feels like it roll. So
I don't know. I guess all the viewers out there are the DMs, so thank you for coming to the Barky-Box, the Bark-Box, the Boxy-Bark, and the Boxer-Bark. We'll figure it out eventually. So,
Yeah.
All your two toys are available.
chew toy. I don't know what we have planned to do this again.
Oh my god.
I don't know when we plan on doing this again, just because I know I'm in the middle of transferring all my VODs over to YouTube, and then from that point I'll be able to record a couple things in advance, and we'll be setting up a proper day for this. I wouldn't mind try setting it up for Wednesdays. Hey, I'm Brown. It's so happy. I'm thinking Wednesdays might be the best, just because with the way that we have it planned is going to be the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday going to be the usual Borderlands, but those are going to be pre-recorded releases. We'll do the live stream of the podcast and everything. Thursdays I'm going to be pre-recording my Dark Soul shit. Friday's got to be live stream because it's Fortnite and everything. You got to make sure everything's up to date. And then I do want to, now that my computer's better, I can actually run emulators better. I do want to actually start back up on my Pokemon Starter Nuzlocke, so I'm probably going to record a bunch of those and just release them on Saturdays, like pre-schedule them.
Yeah.
So, but that'll be for future plans that I've done once I transfer everything from Twitch over. So I guess for all those people watching on YouTube, stay tuned for VODs and check out twitch.com .com. Wow. Twitch.tv/TheLordBark for some more streams until I have everything moved over.
Yep.
So thank you and good night.
Bye-bye.
Oh, I almost hit end call on Discord. I'm trying to end my stream.